Yo, what's up, guys? Hope y'all are doing well. I just finished my workout. I'm trying to work out 6 days a week now. I'm trying to focus more on my neck training too. I've been skipping that way too much recently. But that's besides the point. What I want to talk about today is your focus. Because when you look around in the world, there is so much information all around us all the time. We're bombarded with it. Even before the digital age, we have constantly been bombarded with information. And not just humans, animals too. So how do our brains deal with this large volume of information? Well, it only, it only focuses on a small portion of it. Only some of it actually go into your field of awareness, because otherwise there would just be too much information for the human brain to handle. So out of everything that you see, as I'm driving down the road, I'm only looking at one portion of my field of view, and then I'm switching to another point of view, and then another point of view. And we always do this as we go about our day-to-day lives. And then we also do this when we're on our phones and when we're on our computers. Because when you're on your phone or you're on your computer, your attention is focused on a small little screen, or a big screen, whatever, if you have a big monitor or whatever. And you're just focused on whatever information is being presented to you on that screen. So, what kind of information are you letting permeate your consciousness? Is it information that's beneficial to you, or is it information that's detrimental to you? Because let me tell you something. Every time you waste precious minutes browsing the internet, looking at useless videos just for the sake of killing time, you are little by little giving your potential away. Because what is time? Time is potential. You can use it for something productive, or you can let it go and let it waste away. Now, guys, I understand that you can't be productive absolutely all the time, but I am sure that none of the people watching this video are at that point. I know I'm certainly not at that point. And I'm not trying to brag or toot my own horn or whatever, but for me, I play soccer 6 times a week, I go to the gym 6 times a week, and I work full time too, 6 days a week. So I have one day to do all my chores and everything. I try to read every day, try to play chess because I think it's good for my brain, but I also do that for entertainment at some points in time too, because I've started to enjoy it after a certain point. Once I started getting good at it, then I started to enjoy it, you know what I mean? But it was the same with the gym and same with soccer too. It was once I got good at those things that I actually started to enjoy them. So the point I'm making is that I don't have that much free time, and I know a lot of people, especially people my age, but not even just people my age, people who are older than me, are wasting a lot of time. They're just watching Netflix, letting that TV show, letting that movie permeate their consciousness. Fuck that movie. That movie is not providing value to your life. And guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you can never watch a movie or anything like that, but be selective about how often you're doing that, because odds are if you're doing that on a regular basis, then you're doing it way too much. Because you don't need to be consuming meaningless content all the time. If you're not working on a side hustle, you're falling behind to all the other competition that's out there. If you're not moving forward, if you're not moving ahead in your life, then you're moving backwards, because your competition is still out here grinding and improving themselves. Your real competition. Most of the people you see around you in the day-to-day life are not your competition, because they will settle for mediocrity. And that is not something I will ever settle for. I don't believe in being mediocre. I believe in pushing ahead and striving for your full potential, doing what you can and reaching your potential with what God gave you. If you're not born with any handicap, any physical defects, you're blessed. If your mental mind is sound and sane, you are blessed. There are people out there who are severely crippled and they don't have a choice about their situation, about their condition. They cannot reach the same level of potential that you can, and they would do just about anything to be normal, to not be handicapped. And yet all of us able-bodied, sound of mind people, most of us are wasting our potential away. That's why I'm vowing right now to try and cut down my internet usage by even more. Because yes, I cut it down a lot. I used to play video games. I used to be a video gamer, guys. As the vast majority of young men in the Western world have been conditioned to become these days. I was a video gamer, yes, and I wasted a lot of time, messed up my dopamine system greatly due to that. Engaged in that toxic culture, that video gaming culture. It's just so much negativity in that, honestly, and it's not even fun. Like, it's fun for a while. Video games are fun for a while, but then if you actually, as Hamza says, the YouTuber Hamza says, if you actually look at people at your face or at a live streamer's face or whatever while they're gaming, it's not actually that fun. Like, look at the facial expressions. It's not that fun, guys. If you're gaming, you need to stop it, because there are a lot of videos that talk about why you should stop video games. I'm not going to talk about that specifically on this video. I'm not going to get into that. That would be a whole nother video, you know what I mean? And it's off topic. The point is that you should be careful about what you're letting permeate your consciousness, what you're letting into your mind, what you're letting influence you. That is, what you let influence you is largely in your control. Sure, you can't control what happens to you at work, necessarily. You can to some degree, because you can always change your job. But you can't control everything that happens to you on a day-to-day basis. So there are always going to be situations that occur that you can't expect, that you can't see coming. But remember, your environment influences you, but you do have a level of control over your environment. So with that level of control, one of the things that you can control about your environment is what you let into your mind with regards to your media usage. That's the message I want to share today, guys. If you liked the video, leave it a like and subscribe. Wish you all the best.